What are your viewpoints on the topic of self-injury?
I don't think it's right, but I think that some people do it just because their mind's twisted, if that makes any sense.
I think it's a very sad subject, and anyone who needs those, if anyone knows anybody, they need to seek help right away, because the side effects of even doing it, automatically harming yourself is not right, and then even going further, and if you know somebody not doing anything, when you know you can help them, it can lead to further self-injury.
I don't really know a whole lot about self-injury. My viewpoint would be that I'm not really sure if it's for attention versus possibly an illness that drives people to want to hurt themselves. I guess I don't have enough background knowledge on the subject to really make a very good opinion onto, which way I think on that.
Do you think self-injury is for attention?
Sometimes yes, but not all the time. Some people have, I think, major depression and...
I do not believe it is. I think it is not all the time. I know several people who have in the past and came out about it. And honestly, it's because they didn't know anyone else to go to. And if you know anybody, it's something that needs to be dealt with. So, no, I don't believe so.
Do you know or have you known anybody who has self-injured?
I know somebody who used to cut, but...
Who does?
They got help.
Yes, I have several people. So,
I
yeah.
could name, and not names, but think of maybe 3 total in my 12 years of teaching that I know have been hospitalized for.
What do you think some of the reasons are for self-injury?
Like I said, depression or attention sometimes, but not most of the time. It's mostly, I think, depression.
I think not feeling accepted is a big issue, especially around junior high and school levels. If people aren't getting the right support from parents or anybody else, it's also a big issue. So anything with the help with our home issues, as well as anything for if you again just self-esteem issues. So self-image, the media.
Well, I do think that there is probably some evidence out there that perhaps it stems from a mental illness or depression, and so it's one of the ways of dealing with some of those things. Perhaps family history plays a role, abuse maybe. I know that the people the students that I've known that have been hospitalized for this, definitely I couldn't stereotype them into this one group. They all come from very different backgrounds, and so I don't know that that there would be maybe just one reason or whatever for that.
What are your viewpoints on the topic of self-injury?
I don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. People should get help.
Okay, do you believe that it's for attention?
Yes. Not all of it. There's people that do it because they seriously have problems, but then there's some people that do it to get the attention of a boyfriend, a friend, parents, anybody.
Do you know of any students or anybody that does it?
I know one person that's done it, that still does it as a matter of fact, so.
So why do you think that people do self-injury?
Like I said, a lot of it's for attention, depression, they don't know how to handle stress, they don't know how to handle a lot of pressures put on them, like graduating. Some people can't handle that, so they will turn and harm themselves to take care of
Affects the person.
I think, in a way, it makes them stronger, but it's also a big weakness because they couldn't find a different way to solve their problems.
How does it affect you?
It makes me feel like I should be there for that person, and then it doesn't really have much effect on me.
Has it changed your opinion on the subject of self-injury?
At least
It's made it more realistic. It can be anybody. The person I know that does it. I would have never expected that person to do it, so it can be anybody.
What were the warning signs?
A person, it's like the type of clothes that person wears. If they wear really long shirts or pants or whatever, and then also sometimes to make jokes about it, it's kind of a warning sign.
Self-injury is a psychological problem that many people within the United States and around the world struggle with every day.
Society has put their own views on the topic, but they're based off what the media perceives it as.
Too many individuals are putting themselves at risk because of this issue.
Self-injury has many reasons behind it, but none of them are good.
These are issues that should not be taken lightly.